Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Hope you are doing well. Today we have an incredible guest whose journey is nothing short of inspiration. He started learning cybersecurity from his 7th standard, and by the age of 16 he was already earning from working across different domains like HR, management and marketing, sales, operations, research, customer support, sales, and of course cybersecurity. He has explored to the every domain, and now he is an HR manager at Moipid, hiring candidates in the field of data science, and also the founder of Udyogen, a platform to help the students land in their internships or end job. In this episode, we will dive into his journey, learn about Udyogen, and also get clarified from his recording on the placement how it is going to happen during the placement. So let's start with sir. Hello sir.
Yeah, hi Bhavana. First of all, thank you inviting me for this in your podcast, and you are doing a great job. Like you started your YouTube channel and you are studying. I guess you are in your second or third year of your college,
Third
right?
year, yes.
Third year, right? So see, nowadays the things are different. People don't buy a product. People basically buy people. So if you take an example of a billionaire, Nikhil Kamal, he has also started a podcast, right? So he doesn't promote anything directly. In any of his podcasts, you see, he will not promote his app. Like, Zerodha is my app, you buy my service. He'll just try to provide learnings. That's it. So this is how the market is working as of now. People don't buy product, people buy people. So this is how you have done. So if you do it consistently, yeah, you'll make a good brand out of it.
Yeah.
YouTube channel.
Thank you, sir. Explain about more on your Udyogen startup and all.
Yeah, so I'll give you a bit idea. Anyways, you have given my introduction, but I'll give bit idea about myself and what I'm doing as of now. So yeah, I'm someone who has not worked with MNCs majorly, but I'm someone who has worked with multiple domains, you can say, and in multiple companies. So I started working since age of 16 as a freelancer, and once I turned 18, so I basically belong to Jharkhand. I moved out to Bangalore, and I started working in different domains, starting from customer support, then pre-sales, sales, HR, marketing, operations, and currently I work as a HR manager in one of the startup in bank. And recently I've started this company named Udyogen, where I basically help students in cracking internships or job. Majorly, as of now, I've started with non-tech domains because there's no any big company focusing into non-tech domain. But yeah, in future the plan is to get into tech domains as well. But I'll be making my brand visible first, then I'll get into the tech domain so that people can trust me.
So when did it founded, sir? I mean, in which year it was?
Yeah, so it has been couple of months, you can say 6-7 months, you can say, and I have one partner also in this, and we are in Bangalore itself, and we are also having our first offline event where I'll be helping students to crack internship maybe in next 1 or 2. This Sunday only we are having on 3rd of August. So we have students coming in an offline event where we will help students in getting jobs or internships in the non-tech domain initially, and then yeah, obviously into tech domains first.
That's great initiative, sir. Okay. So what made you to choose non-tech as you are expert in the cybersecurity from the 7th standard?
Yeah, so I'll tell you the story. So as I was having computers in my home since standard 3rd, so I learned cybersecurity by myself when I was in standard 7th. I got inspired by one of the founder of Safe Security named Saket Modi. He was in a national TV, and he was showing that this is how hacking works and anyone who is doing BCA can do. And like around me, I was having multiple people who were doing BCA and BTech, but I've seen they don't know this. So I thought if this guy is telling that BCA BTech student can do, why not I should try when if I'm in 7th. So that is how there was no Geo and all. Basically 2G, 3G internet was there. But I researched, and by myself I cracked to learn Linux. That time only I cracked to know how to install like USB booting and all, how to install Linux in a laptop. I was having Windows 7, how to convert it to Linux and all. So I've done it, and through research I have cracked. And then in 11th I was like into cybersecurity, like tech into till 10th or 11th, you can say. But 11th, I got introduced to business. Like I started earning money as a freelancer by taking some data entry project or doing collaboration with YouTubers and all. So I got to know, yeah, apart from job also there is a way to make money as a freelancer and doing business and all. So 11th, I got inspired to do a business sort of thing. So I thought tech is a domain which I can learn from internet. I've already learned. I am in 7th and I am good with it. I've cracked it. So, but the non-tech part is something which you cannot learn it from books. That comes when you speak to a person or that is the thing. So I started working as a customer support so that I get used to talking to people. I was very introvert, so I got used to talking with people. Again, I went into sales. Again, the thing was I wanted to learn different domains to run a business. So I explored multiple roles after sales, operations, marketing, research, and HR into non-tech and tech. So that was the reason because I wanted to build my own business. That is the reason I explored multiple non-tech domains.
So coming to the student doubts. So
Yeah.
what are the skills required as a fresher to crack their first job, and it maybe in technical or in non-technical?
Yeah, so there are few things. So first thing is in resume, you have to stand out. Like you have to make a category, mention a category. So I learned this through Ankur Warikoo. If you guys have, definitely you guys would know him. So I have seen one of his video. He told recruiters spend around, I don't remember the exact time, but 2 to 7 seconds or something or on per resume. So you have to be different, be unique, and this strategy will work only in startups, not in big MNC. So the strategy is only for startup. So you have to make a unique column in your resume where you have to tell how you are different from another candidate. If you are able to tell that, then obviously the interviewer will consider you. So there are two things. One is you have to keep updating your CV based on the job description. So you don't use one CV to all the job. This is one thing. And second thing is you have to write your unique trait, like how you're different from another people. So I'll give you my example. What I wrote was how I am different is I have learned cybersecurity by myself when I was in standard 7. This proves that I am good with self-learning. I don't need anyone's support to learn things. So this makes me unique. Yeah, this person is someone who doesn't need any guidance from a particular person to learn things. He can learn things by himself. So that is one of the things which I mentioned when I was applying. And the second thing will be obviously you have to tailor your resume based on the job descriptions. So these two things you should consider. And apart from this, confidence matters. So whatever you tell, you need to be confident. So these three things I tell as a fresher to go ahead.
How many rounds are there in the interview process for the freshers?
Okay, so if you are getting into non-tech domain, into startups, majorly there will be, in most cases, there will be like 2 rounds, and in few cases there might be 3 rounds in non-tech. And if you are getting into tech, so tech part, it takes sometimes 4 round or even 5 round also. That depends on how you perform. So suppose there will be two technical rounds for sure. So if you don't perform well in the second round or the first round of technical interview, they will consider one additional round to check about that particular area whether you are good or not. So you can consider like 3 to 4 rounds and then HR discussion. This is something in the tech part. Non-tech part, it will be 2, max to max it will be 3 rounds.
So what are the top 3 qualities HR looks for in the freshers?
Okay. So first thing is they will be looking for proof of concept. Let's suppose someone is hiring for sales. Someone is hiring in non-tech in sales. So proof of concept will be you would have organized certain webinar, seminar, or you would have sold something to your friend or anything. So if you can prove whatever is mentioned, so if it is a sales role and if you can prove I have sold certain thing to a friend or my relative, or somehow if you can relate it, prove it, I have done this work. Obviously you will not have a corporate experience, but if you can prove it in your real life, anything, that is one of the things. And so let's suppose sales, I give you example. HR goes same. You can say that I have hired my friend for doing a certain task as a freelancer. Basically you have to build a story. Either if you have done, that is great. If you have not done, you need to know how to build a story. So majorly as a freshers, what HR look is whether the person is confident or not. So even if you have not done certain things, try to put it in a certain way, in a confident way, so that the HR believes that you have done certain things.
How important are resume versus the actual communication during the interview process?
Yeah, so see, if you are going through portal, yes, resume matters because as of now, there are 8 years. So certain keywords should be there. Again, you have to tailor your resume. That's what I told in starting, that you have to tailor your resume based on the job description. If you don't do that, the 8 years will not rank your resume. So it will go to the last page. So in, let's suppose in Internsala, 10 people will be coming in one page. So your resume will go to the last page if it is not matching the certain keywords. So yes, that matters. But if you are getting as a referral sort of thing, there it won't matter much. Interview will get scheduled if you are going through a referral sort of thing. But if you are applying to a portal, yes, resume matters.
So as you mentioned referral, so what does mean a referral and what is the difference between the referral candidate and the normal candidate?
Yeah, so referral, you get a plus point because someone who is working already in an organization, that person is telling that this is my friend or relative or something. So you already get hired with other candidates because HR will consider that person. So yeah, you can get a referral from your relatives, or you can approach someone on LinkedIn or through email. You can go type the company name, go to people and search out for people and ask if they can give you a referral. So this is how referral works.
So will freshers get the referral, sir?
Yeah, obviously, if you try, like it will, it is not like only if you approach one person, you'll get a referral. So yeah, someone in your relative or friend who is working, you can first ask the referral from them. That is the first choice. Second, if you don't have that, then you can go to LinkedIn, search out the company name, and again, this will work majorly on startups. To apply in big companies, yeah, people won't respond, but in startup, obviously, people are ready to help and they don't have much load as compared to like big companies. So if you go filter out and if you approach that I'm a fresher, I want to join, and you have to tell bit, you have to show excitement that yeah, you really want to join and you're a fresher, you know certain things and you're ready to learn, then people will be ready to help you out as a referral.
What is the exactly HR check for in the resume, either skills, certificates, or the projects, or the achievements, or the internship experience for the freshers?
Yeah, so for freshers, as I told you, again I'll tell you about startups and only. Certificates, we don't see certification. We don't give much value to certification. So I'll give you an example. Let's suppose for a digital marketing role, someone who has done a certification in digital marketing, maybe through any portal like LinkedIn, Dansala, MyCaptain, or any other. And there is a second person who is running a YouTube channel like yours, and you are having certain number of subscribers and viewers. So that is the proof of concept that you are in digital marketing and you have done this, you have certain number. So I'll be considering you rather than a person who has taken a course even from any big company, LinkedIn, Internship or whatsoever. I'll not value the certification because that doesn't guarantee me a number. But if I consider you have guaranteed me a number that I have certain thousand number of subscribers, I have this number of views. So I have a proof of concept. I can trust you more as compared to other people. So certificate instead of certification, people value like HR values numbers. This I give you example of digital marketing. Again, it for tech also it will be projects. Projects will matter. What projects you have made, and yeah, after like after this thing, another thing will matter is confidence. How confident you are in building a story and telling certain things. So these two will be majorly.
Sir, what matters most, either communication or their skills?
Yeah. So see, in non-tech role, majorly it is about communication. In tech roles, based on the role you are getting. So let's suppose you are getting for a role of, you're not getting into a client-facing role. If you are a client-facing role where you have to talk to client, there, yeah, basically you need to be good with communication. But if you are talking internally in a team, let's suppose you are a back-end developer, and you don't have to directly connect with the client for communication. So in that case, if your communication is bit weak also, they will consider you. But let's suppose you are a technical or functional consultant, where you have to talk to the client, understand what their requirement is, and then pass it to the team. In that case, yeah, communication will matter. So it depends upon whether you are in a client-facing role or not in a client-facing role. So it depends on that majorly.
So as a student, how to get their internship right in their college? Is internships are mandatory to get into the first job?
No, internships are not that mandatory, but yeah, it is better if you do internship because directly getting a job it is bit tough, but you can get through internship. So whatever internship you get, even if you get an unpaid internship, you you do it. If you have not done any internship and you are getting an unpaid internship, but yeah, proper internship. So let's suppose if you are getting into sales internship, it should be a proper sales. So difference between proper sales and a random sales is, so let's suppose a company is telling you to generate your own leads and do sales. That is not a proper sales. Proper sales is company will be giving you out leads to connect with. So if you are getting that sort of a opportunity, and even if that is unpaid, you go with that. Same goes with tech also. If you are getting an unpaid role also in tech, you go for it. And once you are done with unpaid role, then in second internship you can approach by telling I have done this unpaid internship, but this all things I have learned. So now I'm looking for something paid. So this way you can approach.
So, could you please share some strategies how to get into an internships right in the college as a student?
Yeah. Yes, I'll tell you. So if you are into if you want to get into non-tech role, you should be good with communication. If you are good with communication, you can you can use. I'll tell you 2-3 portals. So one is you use Internsala, one of the bestest portal as of now. You go to it. There are two filters. You put one is early applicant and second one is fast response. You put those filters, and every day you will not get an internship in one day. So you need to do this process at least for 30 or 45 days. Even for non-tech you'll be getting in few days, 7 or 10 days, but for tech you have to at least do it for 45 days. Every morning you open Internsala, apply fast applicant and early applicant filter, and whatever opportunity you are getting, whatever internship you are getting, tailor your resume based on that, and you see what. So let's suppose you are doing getting into front end internship and they are asking for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Bootstrap. So you should know all of this. Even if you don't know one of the skills, they won't consider you, because now market is very different from earlier. Now earlier definition of internship was they'll hire you and they will train you. But now the definition of internship is, because there are a lot of frauds, they already want someone who knows. The definition has changed even for internship. So if you know certain skill, based on that only you apply. You know all those skills, you see what all skills are there, you learn those skills, then keep applying, and then there are certain ways to reach. So you apply on Internsala, that is one part. Then find that company on LinkedIn, go to LinkedIn and approach only companies who are having max, suppose 50 members in a company. 50 members. Approach only companies who are having 50 members in a company. So once you can apply. Second is you go to LinkedIn, reach out to CEO, CTO, co-founders. So this will be for tech domains. Yeah, you can reach out to CTO, then CEO. You can reach these people. So you can directly text them on LinkedIn. Then there are certain tools through which you can take out the email ID of person, like email ID of CEO, HR and all. So these 3-4 people you can email them also that I have applied through Internsala, this is my resume, and try to tell them how you are different from others so that they can check. Then there are certain softwares through which you can track whether your emails are getting opened or not. That is also a free tool named MailSuit. There are certain extensions. So you can research about all this on internet, and now the things are very easy. You can ask ChatGPT what are the tools I can use to track email, or what are the tools to extract email for free. You will get all this. But yeah, consistency is required. People, what they do is applying 10 internship and they think like I'll be getting a response. You will not get, because there are lot many people applying. So you need to do this process for at least 45 days to land into, like, if you do this for 45 days, you land some 3, 4, 5 calls, interview calls, first round of call. Then you can see how things goes. So consistency is required. You don't have to end up in 1 or 2 days. That won't work.
What is your advices for the students who face rejections in the multiple interviews, sir?
Yeah. So see, before getting into interview, now I think the major problem is their resume is only not getting shortlisted. So first task is you should be able to crack that how my resume can get shortlisted to get up at least first level interview call. So people are stuck here only. Their resume is only not getting shortlisted. Reason for that is people apply to jobs who are posted more than 1 day ago. We as an HR we don't have much time to remove those job postings. So the thing is, we are already done with the hiring, but job posting will still be live. We'll take some time to remove it, and people think the jobs are actually live and they keep applying to those jobs. So try applying to jobs who are active in last 24 hours max. That works well. People apply to jobs who are posted 1 day, 2 day, or even 7 days ago. You won't get a response, because either the hiring is closed for that role, or the recruiter has switched to some different portal for getting a good candidate. So that is one of the things you should do.
As you are a HR manager at Moipid, so how many people you have hired, sir? May I know the round number?
Yeah, so we are a product as well as consulting service. So we directly don't, we hire few people for our company, but majorly we are tied up with multiple big companies. So we hire for them, majorly for tech roles, and experienced people we hire. We don't have freshers for them. We are experienced people majorly into data analysts, data scientists, and machine learning, Python developer and all, but experienced people for multiple clients. So till now I've hired, like, on each month you can say 16 people roughly I've hired. For the package max to max 1 CR, it goes to 1 CR also for director level. So yeah, I have hired like 16, 17 on each month, and it has been like 10 months approx, yeah, close to 9-10 months working with the company.
How much is LinkedIn or lead code is important for the fresher? What are the 3 things every student should fix on their profile? Do HRs really check the social media profiles like lead code or the LinkedIn?
Yeah, so as I told you, for tech role, yeah, lead code is important, and even for non-tech role, if you use LinkedIn, that will be helpful, because recruiter can just click on the like, if you are if you have done graduation from certain college, the person can click on the college and check, and about certification on all you can add, those also can be checked. So it is easy for a recruiter if you are on LinkedIn to see, and the recruiter will also see how many followers you have, minimum 500 or certain things. So yeah, it is helpful, and lead code is very much helpful. It is required for the tech role. So yes.
So some students stuck in their choosing their domain, either they have to go for the data science, machine learning, full stack. So what do you suggest them, and what do you think that which will be the boom in the future?
Yeah. So see, as of now, AI is in trend. So we have been seeing job growth of like more than 50% in AI machine learning and all. So yeah, you can get into data scientist, data analytics. If you are very good with maths and all, if you like maths, get into data scientist. If you are not that good, you can get into data analyst. Data analyst will not require much math. Like if you have a 10, 12 level math, that is enough. So if you want to get into that, you can get. Apart from that, yeah, back end also you can get into. Front end is a bit risky to get into, but yeah, if you want, you can get, and reach certain level you can sustain. But growth is there in data science domain, like AI domain, and then cybersecurity is there. So these are very much growing domain. Apart from this, you can get into backend DevOps also. But yeah, these are the very much growing domain.
So as a fresher, they need to pro in one thing, or they can have in basic knowledge.
No, because now AI is there. You have to choose in which domain you want to get into and master it to get into. So because AI is there, you cannot be a generalist. Now people are looking for specialists. So you need to choose one domain. Either you want to get into data analyst, or you want to get into data scientist, or you want to become a backend developer, or anything else, front-end developer. So you need to be expert basically in one of the things to get it.
Some people choose every domain and have in basic knowledge on it. So is that okay, or is that
Yeah,
okay?
no, that is not okay. At the moment, people are not looking for generalists, because generalists can like easily done through AI. So now people are looking for specialists. That is the thing. Earlier it was like, if you are generalist, good fit. But now the case is different.
As a fresher also, sir.
Yeah, as a fresher also, they want someone who is specialized in one thing, has given time to certain one thing, front end, or back end, AI. So certain things.
So recently in TCS they removed the 12,000 people. So what do you think about the tech in the future? Will AI replace the jobs? What is your opinion on it?
Yeah, so see, AI will not replace the entire job, and even if it replaces, there will be new jobs coming in. So The same thing happens in every scenario. Like let's suppose when there was industrial revolution, people protested against that. It will like lots of jobs will be getting lost, but it created more jobs. Same happened when there was a calculator. People think jobs will go, but jobs came. Same happened when computers came. People think job will go, but job came. So similar way, new jobs will come. We don't know what exact roles will be there. Some roles you can identify like prompt engineer and all, but there will be certain new roles which we are not aware of, but it will be coming in.
Okay, sir. Can you please share how HR evaluate the interviews and how do they select the candidates based on?
Okay, so I'll give you example for non-tech role. Non-tech role, I basically check whether the person has made the CV or not. That gives me a confidence that person is someone who is responsible. So he or she is not someone who has told someone else to make a resume. So this person is not even knowing the basics. So by checking the resume, if he or she has given it to someone to make that resume, it will be basically copy paste from internet about section, or I'll get to know about with a certain keywords. But if the person has made through themselves, like they will mention their unique trait, or they have done certain projects in college, or certain things they will mention. So we'll get an idea that a person has made the CV or not. So that is one thing I look in a CV. That way I try to figure it out whether this person has only made the CV, or he or she has asked someone else to make the CV. So that gives me confidence about that person. And then second thing, basically I check the communication for the non-tech role, and the third thing is I check the confidence part. So these three major things
Sir,
are checking.
in the HR role, do they check the technical skills also?
No, if you're getting into HR, no. Even HR technical, if you're getting into, you just need to know a basic idea, not the entire thing, because you will be just doing the screening and first level form. After that, the company who is taking care of, they will only check. So their managers who are already leading a, like let's suppose for data science, who is leading a data science team, those person will take the interview. So you don't have to be very good with technical. Basic idea you need to know that if we are hiring for a Python developer, this certain skills should a person have. So that basic idea is there.
Sir, what kind of questions you have asked and what the HR actually look for a candidate? What kind of question they do ask and what kind of questions you have asked for your candidates while hiring?
Yeah. So we do a screening round. So we ask very basic question to check the communication skills. We ask like brief me about yourself. So candidate perspective is they want to know about me, but we don't want to know about you. We ask that question so that we can check your communication skills basically. That is the reason we ask the basic question. And after that, there are certain questions that tell me about your college life or something. Just to check the communication skills only, we ask certain questions for the non-tech. For tech role, it is quite simple. We first see the CV that certain keywords or certain skills are matching or not. If that matches, then only we give the training call, and ask how many years you have worked or how many months you have worked in this technology. And then try to figure it out by asking one or two questions whether this person is lying or whether this person has really worked on it. So that only we do, and then they are taken care by further interviews.
So how much time and duration will you take for each candidates in HR round, sir?
Yeah, so that depends. For the tech role, there are multiple ways. So either like a recruiter can download a CV through Naukri and give a call, or a recruiter can post a job on LinkedIn or certain platforms. So that will be inbound leads. People are looking for, they will apply, or HR will directly reach out to people. So it depends on that.
I'm asking in the interview process, HR manager, how much time to take?
Okay, how much time it takes for a person? So that depends company to company. So if it is a senior role sort of thing, it can take like 15 to 20 days to complete the entire process. Like because there will be four rounds of interview. If you are not very well, like four will be there. So it can take 15 to 20 days if you are getting into a director sort of level of role. But if you are getting into junior role, it will at least take 2 weeks, you can say, because the panel availability based on it happens. So yeah, 2 weeks you can consider if things goes well for the junior level. But for non-tech role, it will be very less. Like within 3-4 days also they can hire you. But for tech roles, you can expect average time of like 2 weeks for the entire thing.
If we apply for the company but we did not get any email regarding the screening, or even we are not eligible, that also will not it. What does it mean? Will we have hope or not?
Okay, so yeah, that's what I told. Don't apply for bigger companies. If you apply for bigger companies initially, you won't get a response. So try to apply for smaller companies, only companies which are having max 50 employees, and then try to approach in 3-4 ways, like through email you reach, through LinkedIn you reach, through WhatsApp you reach. There are certain tools through which you can get the WhatsApp number of person. So through that you reach, and then you apply also. So if you reach through 4 or 5 mediums, you will get noticed by the HR or the founder, and they will see your resume, and if it fits, you will get a call. So don't just depend on that you have applied and you will get a call, because a lot of people are applying. So even if you are good with skills, your resume will be juggled in those all multiple candidates. So you will not get a response basically.
So from one screening to the another screening, I mean, for one round to the another round, what is the maximum time is there between?
If things goes well, it just take 2 or 3 days. About 2-3 days you can consider from one screening to one.
So what are the golden tips you would give to every students who are about to sit in their first interviews?
Yeah. So first thing I'll tell you, work on your English communication. That is one of the skills which will be always valued, because that all AI is trained majorly on English. So yeah, work on your communication skills. Be confident, and for whatever role you are applying in, have a certain project done for that, or a certain level of task done to that, and try to prove the recruiter how you are different from other candidates. So these 4 things you should do.
So any tips that you want to share with a student to study and crack their first job?
Yeah, so see, now there is AI about learning. Yes, you can learn through certain channels, YouTube channels also. And the better way is to learn through AI. In ChatGPT, now there is a study mode. You can use that. There is Notebook LLM where you can upload PDF and all, and you can basically prepare. The AI will be giving you certain questions, so you'll get to know whether you have learned certain things or not. I think you should use AI for learning, because that will act as a personal tutor to you. So you can use AI. Basically, you should know how to use AI for this. So that is one of the things which you can do for learning. Yeah, you should use AI.
Sir, which role you feel like AI that cannot replace that role?
Yeah, so anything which requires human attention, or where a person is talking to someone, that roles cannot be replaced. So in sales, if you tell, pre-sales can be replaced, but the major sales part where you are convincing a person to pay a money, that will be tough to replace. There are AI agents for that, but tough to replace, tough to trust a AI rather than a person, because that comes from empathy, kindness and all, how you convince a person. So anything which requires human emotion, or anything which deals with human, that will be tough to replace. And any physical job will be tough to replace. Well, let's suppose plumber will be tough to replace, and drivers, obviously it is there, but India it will be tough to replace, because they will India will not allow automatic car driving, and because of the roads we have, will not be. So anything which requires physical work, that will be tough to replace. And the second thing is which requires human interaction, these jobs will be tough to replace. And in tech, if you are very expert in certain domain, that will be tough to replace. Cybersecurity will be tough to replace. Yeah, these are things I can do.
So for the technical skills, we must have some programming knowledge and all. So for the HR, what are the skills required?
For HRC, for majorly non-tech roles, there are nothing as such skills required. You just need to be good with communication. This is one of the major things. If you're good with communication, you can crack almost all major non-IT roles in the startup company. And then you need to know how to deal with people. So non-tech is very easy to crack as tech. It doesn't require any certification or sort of thing. You can easily get into startup if you are good with communication, and if you are someone who proves that you are ready to learn and you can do a certain task in certain amount of time. Yeah, that's it.
We come to end up, sir. Anything you want to share with the viewers?
No, I'll say I have already answered all the questions. So I just wanted to say, if you're someone who are looking to build a company, you can connect with me. Or if you're a student, want to get into non-tech or tech role, you can connect with me. I can help you out. So anyone who would like to connect with me can connect with me, because I have experience in multiple domains. I can help you building a company, or I can help you getting a freelance gig. I can help you getting a tech or non-tech internship, and tell you from where to learn, what to learn. So anyone is welcome. Or anyone who wants to connect can connect with me through LinkedIn. Yeah, I'll be Bhavana will be dropping maybe my LinkedIn, so you guys can connect me.
Yeah, I'll drop in the description too. Thank
Anything
you.
else you want to ask, Bhavana? Any specific
Nothing,
questions you
sir.
have?
Most of the questions are covered. I think it will helpful for all the students. Thank you so much for your valuable time, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Bhavana. We'll be connecting again soon.